Yo! What is good, Sixer Nation, Philly Tag Nation? Welcome on in to another edition, Sunday Matinee. Sixers on the road in OKC, taking on the Thunder. It's set to be a busy slate here on a Sunday, but we had to show up. We had to show out. Hopefully the 76ers can do the same thing as they look to bounce back after a rough two-game stretch and maybe kind of break the pattern of this season. They're in the midst of a tough stretch. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to break it all down right here on Philly Take with the RB. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Welcome on in, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here on a Sunday, rocking with your boy. You know what time it is, man. It is the Sixers Game Day live show presented by our friends at National University. As always, we are powered by the Sleeper app. We have the 16-13 Philadelphia 76ers on the road to take on the 26-5 Oklahoma City Thunder. This is the #1 Sixers Game Day live show. We give you pregame, live game, and postgame coverage. That includes our staple play-by-play and reactions and our analysis as it all goes down. We'll read your comments out in real time, and we'll take your phone calls after the game. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a huge favor. If you are in this chat right now, if you are still rocking with us on a football Sunday, and you are in the building right now, do me a favor. Like the stream. Go down below. Subscribe to the channel. We hit 50K on our last stream. It was a great time other than the 76ers essentially blowing it. But we hit that big 50K. Now we're on the road to 100K. YouTube plaque up next. Hit that notification bell. Do not miss any of the coverage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to all the members. We're definitely going to prioritize your comments today. So get active down in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know if you guys can hear me as well. Can everybody hear me? Drop a 1 if you can hear and see me clearly. Had a little bit of interruptions. Like I said, the weather's been crazy and a lot of traction on the internet. So let me know how we sound, man. Let me know if we, end up lagging at all or anything like that. If we do lag, it should be just momentarily. Still trying to iron some things out. But let me know. Let me know, guys. All right. Couple quick announcements before we jump into this pregame show. Once again, appreciate everybody hanging in here with me. Looks like the football slate is pretty boring today anyway, so you might as well tap in here. Eagles will get started in about an hour and a half. So that's what I want to talk about real quick, all right? Feel free to give me your thoughts on this game in the chat. Let me know how you feel about it, about the Sixers in general. I'm going to give you my thoughts here in a second, but just so y'all know, we will not be doing a post-game show today. I did not even think we were going to stream this game, but my plan is to stream the game, and then right after that, I have to jump into my Eagles stuff over on A to Z Philly. If you want to support me as a creator, if you like football, if you like the Eagles, yes, I have another channel where I talk about the Eagles. So sub up to my Eagles channel. The link is pinned in the chat, ATOZ Sports Philly. Check it out. But I'm putting in the work for you guys, man. We haven't missed the game yet. Yes, there will be times where we miss games during the year, but I wanted to make sure that we could at least get on here for the game portion of it. So the goal is to live stream the game after this pregame show. And then, like I said, once that concludes, we will head on over to the Eagles channel for a post-game video. Other than that, not much I really want to talk about in this pregame show. We know the Oklahoma City Thunder are really good. As you can see, or actually you can't see it yet, but The matchup predictor has the Thunder at a 91% chance to win this game. They are coming off a disappointing loss against the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs have beat the Thunder 3 times this season. They've actually beat them the last 2 games, especially on Christmas Day. So the Spurs right now have the Thunder's number, right? But other than the Spurs, they've only lost to 2 other teams out of 26. And the Thunder are really good. They're the reigning champs. And it's funny because the prototype of their team is young, explosive, athletic guards who are on rookie contracts. And a lot of it is based on, you know, a lot of what they're doing is now based on what the rest of the league is trying to do. Like, they're trying to build that prototype. So it's very interesting to see other teams now try to replicate that. And if you look at the 76ers, I mean, they're kind of building the same type of thing. Now, Joel Embiid is not playing today. Just want to get that out in the open before people come in here and start talking about Joel Embiid and this and that. No reason to talk about Joel Embiid today. He got hurt last game, and he ended up coming back in the game. I think he left the floor at one point last game. I don't remember exactly. It's kind of fuzzy. But I know he left the game before and came back. That one looked very scary. But I don't know when he sustained it. Maybe last game. But Joel Embiid now has a right ankle sprain. So I don't know how severe it is. I don't know if he's going to be out for a week, 2 weeks. Who knows? I feel horrible for Joel Embiid. I want to see him at MVP form. And, you know, a lot of people have been discussing and debating the last couple days, and I'll get into that conversation here in a little bit as well. But I want to see Joel Embiid be healthy. And unfortunately, I just am not that confident that he's going to stay healthy. He was already, you know, going through the right knee injury management, trying to play on it. And every time it starts to get a little more consistent, then another injury pops up or a setback. So Joel Embiid is out with a right ankle sprain. I actually think it kind of benefits the Sixers in this matchup only from the point of playing quick, because the Thunder play a million miles an hour. They're great in transition. They're a great defensive team. And if you get behind, man, they can just run up the score on you. So, yeah, no Joel Embiid today. Who else? Kelly Oubre remains out. Trendon Watford remains out. No updates there. And that's pretty much it. And for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Ousmane Dieng is out. Thomas Sorber has not played all year. He's got an ACL tear. Nikola Topic still out, has not made his return. If you haven't checked on that situation, definitely check it out, man. Shout out to Nikola Topic. Hope he is okay, and praying for him to get better. And Jalen Williams, not the main Jalen Williams, J-Dub, but the other one, J-Will not play today with right heel injury. All right, man. I don't have much else to say on this game. Like I said, you know, it's going to be a little bit of a different show today. Like I said, we'll call the game live. The Thunder are a 16-point favorite, or now it's 15.5. So nobody's really giving the Sixers much of a chance to win. I think Tyrese Maxey is going to have to be like actually insane, spectacular. You look at what the Spurs did against the Thunder. Stephen Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper. They were great on both ends. And they really did a good job at not letting SGA just control the entire game. There's been a lot of games this year where SGA is essentially sitting in the fourth quarter because the Thunder have such a big lead. And at one point, the Thunder, you know, looked like they were going to break the win record this year. Now they still could, but at that point they were 24-1. And since then they are 2-4 in their last 6 games. They lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they've lost 3 times to the San Antonio Spurs. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Thunder are really good. This is why the Sixers really needed to win last game. And I'm going to get more into my thoughts about that, like I said, here in a few minutes, because I think there are some crazy things being put out online right now, per usual. So I'm going to talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, give me your thoughts in the chat right now. How do you feel about this team? How do you feel about this game? 16-13 is the 76ers. How do you feel about that? How do you think that they are playing right now? I feel like there's been a very recurring pattern this season. Feels like, they win a couple big ones. You think they're going to get a cushion. Then they come back down to earth. They lose a couple that they should have won. I mean, in the most Sixers way possible, watch them go out here and win this game today when really nobody's paying attention. A lot of people are, paying attention to the Eagles today. I don't know. It's going to go one way or the other for me. So we'll see. But let me know how you feel about this team. Once again, thank you for being here. Sixers Game Day live show. Before I give you my prediction for this game, and I want to talk about a few other things as well, we got to go ahead and give a huge shout out to our partners of the show all year long. It is Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, download the Sleeper app. Get a free $20 entry right now on Sleeper just by downloading and signing up. Sleeper is your one-stop shop for all your sports needs. They have you covered from the latest updates in real time. You can play fantasy. Some of you might be on your fantasy championship. But also, Sleeper's Picks is where it's at. Pick anywhere from 2 to 8 of your favorite players. Pick the overs or the unders. It is as simple as that. Win up to 1,000 times your payout on Sleeper if your picks win. Minimum entry of $1. Make your picks in less than 30 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and make our picks. So here is the Sleeper app, and the cool thing is you can combine. You can do NFL and NBA all in the same. So definitely check that out if you have not yet. Let's go ahead and make some picks. All right, so let's see. Here's a free one, right? They literally tell you it is free. So I'm going to take that. SGA over 0.5 points, rebounds, assists. So they're literally throwing you a bone, okay? Tyrese Maxey, I think, is going to bounce back. I think Maxey's going to have a big game. Hopefully I don't jinx him here again. And what else should we do? Let's see. No Joel Embiid today. Barlow, 14.5 points, rebounds, assists. Sounds enticing. I think I might try to jinx AJ Mitchell. He's been a great six-man candidate so far. He's been balling off the bench, barely played last year. He's been an integral piece for the OKC Thunder. So I'm going to take the over on AJ Mitchell and see what we can do there. So SGA on a free pick and AJ Mitchell and Tyrese Maxey. Those are the three right there. That's what we're going to do. And yeah, what do you guys think about those picks? Let me know. Could we actually go 3 of 3 for the first time this season? I mean, they're literally giving us one. So honestly, we might be able to do it. We might be able to do it. Once again, shout out to Sleeper. Use the code PhillyTake. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100 over on the Sleeper app. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to our predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, give me your final score prediction. Who is going to be the leading scorer in this game? How many points will they have? What will the final score be? And I want you all to be honest. We have to be honest as a fan base. We have to hold this team accountable. Just because you criticize one player or the other does not mean that, that we don't love the team. We don't want to see them win. Let us know. Let me know. What do you guys think? Who's going to win this game? What will the final score be? And how many points will the leading scorer have? So personally for me, I think the Thunder are going to win this game. I think the Thunder are going to win this game. I think that the Sixers could put up a fight for the first half. First half, maybe. I'll give them some grace. I'll say the Sixers come out and they're running around lightning speed and they're playing quick and, they're making shots. But I think that the Thunder are just too good. I'll keep it simple today. I think the Thunder are too good. I think SGA is having an MVP year, just like just like Tyrese Maxey is, but the Thunder just have too many weapons, from Jalen Williams to, you know, Lou Dort is a heck of a defender. I'm guessing they'll throw him on Maxey at some points. Cason Wallace, heck of a defender. Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren. There's too many weapons for the Thunder right now for the Sixers to win this game, in my opinion. So that's how I feel. What do you guys think? I think the leading scorer in this game is going to be SGA, and I think he's going to drop like 36 points. I think Maxey will have a really good game, 30 plus, but I think that SGA wins it and he scores 36, and the Thunder eventually pull away. Now, maybe I am doing my reverse psychology and the Sixers are going to win this game and they're going to shock everybody and they're just going to go crazy. Maybe that's what's going to happen. But let's be honest. This is a very weird Sunday afternoon game. I don't know why they put this game on the same day as an Eagles game. Makes absolutely no sense. I was actually really excited for this game. I just wish it was on a different day. But anyway, man, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. What do you guys think? Give me your thoughts down in the comments. Final score prediction, leading scorer prediction. How do you think it's going to go? Appreciate everybody being here in the chat. Shout out to the channel members. We got Busy B in the house, Banj in the house, Smiley in the house, Philly Shad in the house. And by the way, Philly Shad, thank you for becoming a channel member again. Let's go. Shout out Philly Shad, man. 124-109 Thunder, SGA 34, Sixers 122-115, Maxey with 45, Cool J 127.99, Thunder, SGA 37. What else? 114-112 Sixers, Maxey with 38. I love that we have people picking the 76ers. I think some people just blindly pick them every game. Or maybe you think the Sixers just pull this out of nowhere, like a rabbit out of a hat. Maxey 43, SGA 34. We lose 121-113. I guess I didn't even give a score prediction. I think it's going to be like, 118-108, something like that. I'm going to go 118-108. SGA with a 36 piece, and he leads the game. Vincent says, I feel like this is a game VJ can score. Here's how it's going to go. We're going to win. Then we're all going to be like, this team is going to the chip. We got this stuff. Then they're going to go on a 5-game losing streak. Billy Shad says, hit that like button. Frame says, Thunder 120-100. Jason, what's going on? Dave says, 130-110. OKC wins. Maxey scores 79 points, and we lose by 3. Wow. That is a bold take if I've ever seen one. Listen, if the Sixers get 79 out of Tyrese Maxey and they lose the game, just blow up the team at that point. That would be insane. That would be insane. All right, man. I want to give a few more thoughts on a couple different things. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, we will not be live after the game. No post-game show today. I'm going to be going right into Eagles stuff. Sub up to the Eagles channel. Mods, drop the link throughout the show. A to Z Philly. Check it out. It's also pinned in the chat. Other than that, man, you know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, drop the beat. Let's go. Let's go. Sixers Game Day Live. Didn't think we were coming on here today, but somehow we show up, we show out. Let's see if the Sixers show up. Sixers Game Day Live with RB. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. So I just saw a couple stats here on the TV broadcast that I wanted to read off to you guys, which I think are pretty insane. Number one is SGA has the most 30-plus point games in the NBA this season. He has 23. 23 out of what? 23 out of 31 30-plus point games. I think Maxey has 14. So that's crazy. SGA is absolutely hooping. And oh, by the way, he has sat out for a number of fourth quarters as well. So I just think it's nuts what he's doing right now. Credit to him. And it's crazy how Paul George gets tied into so many different NBA storylines. But that's number one. Number two, SGA has 102 consecutive 20-plus point games. SGA has 102 consecutive 20-plus point games. That almost doesn't even sound real. I mean, you just got to tip your hat to this guy. First off, Doc Rivers, right? Another Sixers storyline. Why does every Sixers storyline have to make its way into the NBA mainstream? Like, any Sixers connection ends up being hilarious. Doc Rivers did not want to play SGA. He played him, but he didn't really want to give him the free reign. He didn't want to let him off the leash. He was bringing him off the bench. SGA then gets traded for Paul George, another Sixers storyline, which is looking like maybe the worst trade in NBA history. And now SGA becomes an MVP, wins a championship. Paul George gets traded to the Sixers, and here we are. Or he signs with the Sixers, and here we are. So it's just crazy how every Sixers connection ends up coming back and mushing together. But anyway, SGA, 102 consecutive 20-point games. That is insane. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any bold takes or other takes on this game, drop them down below. Let me rant for 60 seconds. And also, one more thing I want to say, follow us on all platforms, all right? Follow our social medias, IG, TikTok, at Philly Take with RB. Go follow us over on audio platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and follow me on Twitter, at RB Philly Take. Here's my rant of the day, all right? Because a lot of people now, like even more after the last game or two, are once again complaining about Tyrese Maxey. It's like a real thing now, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts, and then I'm not going to talk about it for the rest of the day because I've been going back and forth with people on Twitter. It is absolutely insane. If you are complaining about Tyrese Maxey, and I want you to listen closely, then you just have a personal agenda against Tyrese Maxey, or you are completely out of the loop. If we had to make a Sixers complaint list here at the end of 2025, I am pretty sure that Tyrese Maxey would be last on the list. And I'm not saying that because he's a friend of the show or he's been on here. I'm speaking to you from Sixer fan to Sixer fan. If the 76ers did not have Tyrese Maxey so far this season, they are 16-13. I'm pretty sure that they would be 5-24. I'm being so serious. And my problem is that these analysts, or whatever you want to call them, come out here and they plop a line graph or a bar graph and use that as the main reason, as how they got to their conclusion. Okay? I went to college. I was really good in math. I know what a line graph is. And I do believe that data can help support an argument. I'm not saying it doesn't. But when you get so far into it that you're using a line graph to show why the progression of Tyrese Maxey is hurting this team and the blah, blah, blah is, going downhill and, blah, whatever. Like, I can't even remember because it's so stupid. Here's what I have to say to it, all right? You have to remember that numbers don't tell the whole story. You can look at the box score one game and not know the exact reason they lost the game. Did the box score last game tell somebody that Nick Nurse should not have subbed out Dominic Barlow in the last 6 minutes? And he went with smaller guards. Did the box score tell you that? No. But if you look at the box score and you look at Joel Embiid having 31 points, you would think Joel played extremely well and everybody else sucked. That was not the case. They needed a rebounder in the last 5 minutes of the game. That's just one example. So when somebody gives me a line graph of why Tyrese Maxey's facilitating is hurting this team, well, my response to that is, well, does that take into account the fact that his 2 max co-stars have played very inconsistently this season? Do you get what I'm saying here? We're allowed to criticize Maxey. Maxey has had some bad games. I think he's allowed to have bad games. I think everybody's allowed to have bad games. But the issue is not Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey is 3rd in the league in scoring right now. What else do we want from Tyrese Maxey right now? The issue is that the 2 max co-star players are not playing consistently. So guess what? Today, they're going to have to play a completely different way than they did last game. And they have struggled to find an identity. And Tyrese Maxey said it in a post-game interview last game. He said, we need to really know what we're doing out there on the floor. He said, one possession, we dump it into Joel, it works, and then we don't go back to it. So that might be a shot at Nick Nurse. That might be a shot at the rest of the team. I don't know. Anyway, I just think we have to logically think about some of this stuff. Quentin Grimes has completely fallen off. Jared McCain does not look the same right now. There are many other issues that I personally would put before Tyrese Maxey. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. Sorry for going on there about that. Give me your thoughts on that down below. The Sixers have to find an identity. I put it out a few games ago. I said they have an identity crisis. So that's how I feel. What do you guys think? Let me go ahead and check something here with my Wi-Fi. Let's go. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I know the connection's been a little bit choppy, so I'm just trying to make sure things are good. You guys are in here right now. Like the show. We got 100 people in here. We should have 100 likes on the show. We just want to get this out in front of as many people as we can. That is the goal. Let me do a couple quick tests here on my thing. Let's see. All right, let me know if things start interrupting again. Anyway, let's see. We got a $2 super chat. Dom Boyle says, hit the like button when you check into the chat. Let's go, Dom. What's up, Dom, my guy? Always showing up and showing out for us, man. $5 super chat. Blazin says, happy 50K, brother. Blazin, let's go. Woo. Let's go, my guy. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you want to help support us, man, share around our stuff, follow us on all platforms. Go check out my Eagles channel as well. I will be over there after this game. No post-game show today, but the Sixers have one more game here in the calendar year. They'll play on Tuesday night against the Memphis Grizzlies. And then they will play on New Year's Day, I believe, against the Dallas Mavericks. So, tough stretch coming up. The other thing I wanted to say about this team real quick before we get into this game, okay? The reason that we're frustrated the last couple games, and a lot of people say, well, they just had bad games. They're just going to have bad games throughout the year. Number one is I felt like they finally had a chance to build momentum, right? They finally had a chance to get some cushion. They could have gone 7 games above 500 because today, right, we don't have a lot of confidence in them competing in this game. So if they had beat the Brooklyn Nets or the Chicago Bulls, who, by the way, the Bulls got beat by the Milwaukee Bucks last night. They were trying to fight Giannis after the game because he did a windmill dunk at the end of the game. You know, it just would have made me feel better, because now if the Sixers lose today, then they're going to be 2 games above 500, and then they fall back into this middle of the pack. So anyway, that's how I feel. It's going to be an interesting game. The Thunder are 14-1 at home. Like I said, they've lost 2 in a row to the Spurs, but heck of a team. Heck of a team. $2 super chat, Philly for life. What's up, brother? He says, what up? Pray all is well. Hard game RB fight. Let's go, man. Thank you all for being here in the live chat, man. I really do appreciate it. It is a football Sunday. I wish the the NBA did not put the Sixers on during a football Sunday. Again, we've had a lot of overlaps. Hopefully this is the last one. The only other time would be during an Eagles playoff, but we'll see. Mods are dropping the links in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Thunder are a 14.5 point favorite. See what happens, man. We will see what happens. Let's go ahead and get our scoreboard up. The Oklahoma City Thunder are 5th in the league in offensive rating. They are 1st in defensive rating. They're the best defensive team in the league. They have the best net rating by over 5 points. So the Thunder are just insane. 76ers are 16th in the league in offensive rating. They are 11th in defensive rating. But even those numbers, right, don't tell the whole story, because the Sixers really do struggle some games defensively. Once again, no Joel Embiid today, out with an ankle sprain. We'll see how things work out. This is the second game of a 5-game road trip for the Sixers. They play the Grizzlies after this, then the Mavs, then the New York Knicks, and then the Denver Nuggets. So things are about to get tough. If you have any other takes, drop them in the chat for me, man. Like I said, I know we have a little bit of interruptions going on. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to figure it out. We're working on some new scoreboard things. So a lot in the works as we head into 2026, but it is going to be a massive year. A lot of good things lined up. And it's been a successful journey so far, and I'm happy to be at 50K. We got to get to 100K, man. We got to get this thing to 100. And if we have any Thunder fans tapping in, shout out to you. We streamed a lot of Thunder games in the playoffs. It was actually a lot of fun watching them. So thank you for being here in the chat. All right, let's see. What else we got, man? I will have the Eagles game up here as well, so I'll be kind of paying attention to both. So it'll be a busy one, man, but let's do it. Let's do what we can, man. No other team wants Paul, George, and Joe with this contract. Sixers are food to J-Dub and SGA. We're not even halfway through the season. That is true. Didn't anyone in the Eastern Conference beat OKC? They have not lost to an Eastern Conference team yet, no. They lost to the Spurs and the Timberwolves and the Blazers. Bird Gang says, let's hope for the best today. No irrational expectations. I mean, I don't have any irrational expectations, that's for sure. I'm not picking them to win. Once again, the Sixers have to play a different way today, so it's going to be a lot of up-tempo ball. See if VJ Edgecombe can get acclimated here with the offense. See if Jared McCain can play a little better. But, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 150 people in the chat. Do me a favor. Like the show. Subscribe to the channel. Get us to 50.1K. It is the Sixers and the Thunder at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, a 3:30 Eastern tip-off here on the East Coast, even though it's now 3:40. They need to hurry this thing up, man. Like I said, we will be live for the game, not live after for the post game. I'll be over on the Eagles channel, so definitely check it out there. No Joel Embiid, no Kelly Oubre, no Trendon Watford. For the Thunder, no Jalen Williams. The second one, J Will, yeah, not J-Dub, J Will. And no Nikola Topic. Starting five for the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Paul George, Dominic Barlow, and Andre Drummond. For the Thunder, SGA, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein. RB, for every game, use reverse psychology, please. I might have to, man. I honestly might have to. Let's go ahead and get the scoreboard up here. Get active in the chat. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Hope everybody is doing well here on this Sunday. Get this thing rocking and rolling. Please do not spoil in the chat. Please do not spam in the chat. And get it going here. Sixers won the tip-off, and Paul George threw it away. Sixers are rocking their blue jerseys today on the road. Thunder are rocking their white jerseys. Here's SGA, the mid-range step back, and he hits it. Thunder are off to a 2-0 lead. That is how we begin. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Here's VJ Edgecombe with the rock. VJ behind the back, steps back, mid-range. Nice shot by VJ Edgecombe. That was beautiful. So VJ getting involved already here on the offensive side. Game tied at 2. 1 minute in. Here's Chet Holmgren. Holmgren guarded by Barlow. See what the matchups look like. Here's Holmgren pivoting in the spin cycle. He puts up a mid-range and got it to fall. Barlow was trying not to foul, but nonetheless, it didn't work anyway. Here's Andre Drummond. VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe at the wing. Edgecombe to PG. Former OKC Thunder. Here's Paul George. Crossover. Pull up. Mid-range. Can't get the bounce. Paul George was on a heater for a couple games, and then he went quiet. Chet out to the corner. Here's Lou Dort. Dort for 3, but he stepped on the line. His heel was over. It's out of bounds and a turnover. Back to the 76ers. Philly Shad says, let's go Flyers, Eagles, and Sixers. Hey, it's a 3-for-3 type of day. I didn't even know the Flyers were playing today. Here's Tyrese Maxey coming around his screen, dribbling, driving, floats it up, and in. Tyrese Maxey. 2 minutes into this ball game, tied at 4. Here's SGA getting the switch onto Drummond. Now kicks to Dort. Dort for 3, and it goes. Thunder lead it 7-4. Thunder lead it. Here are the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey going to take a screen from Dom Barlow. He goes downhill, steps back. Now he takes it all the way, and he was fouled. Fouled by Hartenstein. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live Show presented by National University. Do me a favor, like the stream right now. Get us up to 100 likes and subscribe to the channel. Joe says we have to trade Embiid. Go Birds. Blazin says nobody wants Joel. Patrick says Sixers need to give VJ the ball when there's 2 minutes left. Philly Shad dropping the Tyrese Maxey emoji. AG dropping the Maxey emoji. What's up? Busy dropping the Maxey emoji. Maxey going to knock down the first. Here's Maxey at the line. for number 2, and it's going to go. So the Sixers out to a couple good shots here early, but Thunder in control. Hartenstein finds the backdoor cut, and it is J-Dub who comes out of nowhere, blows by his defender, and has an easy wide open dunk. So the Thunder now lead it 9-6. There's VJ Edgecombe coming around a screen, drives, floats it up at the rim, left it short. VJ gets his own rebound. VJ kicks it out. Here's Maxey for 3, and it goes. Tyrese Maxey with the game tied at 9. Here's OKC, the alley-oop, the slam down. Hartenstein got it to go, and he was fouled by Andre Drummond. So it's going to be and 1. Isaiah Hartenstein. Drummond needs to play well today, and that was not a good start. Hartenstein going to knock down the free throw. It is a 3-point game. Thunder lead at 12-9. 8:40 to go here in the first. VJ over to Barlow. Now Maxey. Maxey around a screen. He goes over to the corner, finds Barlow. Barlow turns the corner, spins, kicks it out. Here's Drummond. Drummond tried to dribble crossover and save it, and he lost it out of bounds. I don't know why Drummond is trying to dribble the basketball. That did not make any sense to me. Here's SGA. Drives, kicks it back. Here's Chet. Chet, the dribble, the spin. It was poked away. Thunder get it back, though. Here's Chet Holmgren. He turns in the post against Barlow, spins, fades, and hits. That is where we are at, man. The Thunder just can't be stopped right now. Here's Paul George, pulls a corner 3. That one is off the mark. Thunder have it, out in transition once again. Dort got it poked away by Maxey. Good hands. Here comes VJ flying down the lane all the way. Blocked by Chet Holmgren. Here come the Thunder once again. He's still on the floor. Here's SGA. Winds it inside, and then Chet with a wide open dunk. So the Thunder making it look very, very easy. Tyrese Maxey's going after a couple slow games, but the rest of the team is sleeping. And the Thunder have come out on a tear. So that is where we are at, man. Give me your thoughts down in the comments. 200 people in the chat. Thank you for being here. Can we get some blue and red going in the chat? Can we get that blue and red going? I see my guy Evan dropping the blue and red. Let's go, man. Drop that blue and red in the chat. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day live show. Sixers down 16-9 here to begin. Like I said, the Thunder are just way too quick and way too explosive in transition. If the Sixers are not going to get back, and honestly, if I was Nick Nurse, I would have thought about playing a Dembona here to start, just given his athleticism, because Andre Drummond is slow like a snail. And you can just see he's getting beat all the way down the floor by Chet and Hartenstein. The thing I find so fascinating about the Thunder, and by the way, they have not missed a shot yet, right? What are they, 7 of 7? They're 7 of 7 in this game. The thing I find very fascinating is how easy they make it look. Maybe the goal is to just build the youngest, freshest team that doesn't get tired at all. Like, it's wild, man. I don't know how the Sixers are 11th in defense right now. Just crazy, man. Let's see. Vic says Embiid is not fast enough to cover Chet and Drummond too. That's why I said I would have thought about going with Bona in this game. I'm going to take this game as good experience for the young core, hoping for a somewhat competitive game. Blazin says we need an RB emoji. We have some RB emojis, my guy. We have some RB emojis. You just got to use them. I'm going to drop some in the chat right now. Can we get some blue and red going, man? Where's all my Sixer Nation at, man? You guys sleeping or what? Sixers are sleeping defensively right now. Paul George navigating the pick and roll. Drummond there to scoop one in. 16-11. Nice play by PG and Andre Drummond. Here's Chet Holmgren, guarded by Andre Drummond. J-Dub over to SGA. This is what I want to see. Sixers have to be physical with this team. Can't let them control everything. Nice steal by Maxey. Maxey going to take it coast to coast and a wide open dunk. Maxey's getting physical on defense. He poked the passing lane there and took it all the way himself. Maxey now has 2 steals here in the first 6 minutes. 3 of 3 from the field. Chet with the drop step. He drives, he lays one up, and they're going to say Chet traveled. So it's going to be a turnover back to the Sixers. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Nice defense. Paul George going to find Tyrese Maxey. Maxey operating in space. Here's Drummond. Back to Maxey. Maxey against SGA. Finds Paul George. Paul George crossover behind the back. PG step back deep 2. Try to draw the foul, and he looked terrible doing it. And they called a foul on the rebound, I believe. In for the 76ers for the first time is Isaiah Joe, the former 76er, who I once predicted would be an absolute stud. Shout out to NBA champion Isaiah Joe. Thunder lead it by 3. Here's Maxey looking to post up PG. Sixers trying to keep up with this Thunder pace. Paul George finds Drummond in the paint, backs down Chet, turns, hooks it up, and missed it. A little bit wonky there from Andre Drummond as we're halfway into the first. SGA downhill. He steps back over Barlow. Got it with the soft touch. Thunder lead by 5. Chet Holmgren has 6 points, 2 rebounds. There we got a 3 from VJ down the other end, a quick trigger one. Shout out to VJ Edgecombe. He's got 5 points in 6 minutes. Here's SGA, guarded by VJ Edgecombe. Wings it out to the corner. Joe tried to save it. He did. Here's Lou Dort. Now Chet. Chet drives the lane. Had it poked away again. Here come the 76ers. Maxey guarded by Lou Dort. Maxey against Dort. Finds Drummond. Drummond thinking 3. Now he drives into the paint. Bullies down against Chet. Goes up and lost it. Another bad attempt by Andre Drummond. Jalen Williams inside. Isaiah Joe couldn't handle the heat. It's a turnover back to the 76ers. In comes Quentin Grimes. See what I mean? You see how fast the Sixers are playing right now? I like this. I like the pace right now. I like how they're getting active defensively. Drummond's going to come off the floor. Nurse is talking to him. So Adem Bona is going to come in for the first time. 5 minutes to go here in the first. DJ crossing over, drives downhill, dumps it down to Bona. Bona goes up and slams it down with a little extra force. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. SGA against Maxey. SGA trying to back down Maxey. Trying to back him down. He steps back, floats it up, and I knew he was going to draw the foul. Maxey did not like it at all. By the way, Tyrese Maxey has 3 steals in the first 7 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, 250 people in the live chat right now. All I ask is that you come in and like the stream. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Help us out, man. Help us out. Like the show, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Let's get it rocking and rolling. We're still not even at 100 likes yet. Free throw is going to be good, 20-18. And now a steal by the Thunder. It is Cason Wallace in for the first time. Finds a cutting Caruso. Caruso smoked the layup, but they call a foul. Actually, they called it on OKC. Called something on OKC, so it's 22-18. Or did they call that a goaltend? I think they actually called that a goaltend. EJ going to cross over, drive down the lane, dumps to Bona, goes up, and he is fouled. Like the way the ball is moving. I like the energy and the pace so far. See what happens. $3:55 to go here in the first quarter. 260 people in the live chat. 74 likes right now. Man, y'all are slacking, man. Get us to 100. Let's go. Lazen says, no way we are going to pay him $20 million next year. That is bait. First one good at the line for Adem Bona. Scott says Sixers already playing better without Joel Embiid. They're just playing quicker, man. They're just playing quicker and faster, and they're keeping up with the Thunder pace. And I really like the way VJ is initiating offense in this game so far. Here comes Jared McCain in for VJ Edgecombe for the first time. Number 20, Jared McCain into the ballgame. Like the show, subscribe to the channel. Let's go, man. Get us up to 100. Bona going to knock down the second free throw. So Adem Bona going to go 2 of 2 at the line. (22-20). Here's a 3-ball from Isaiah Joe. Can't get it to go. Barlow got taken out at the knees by Bona. Luckily, he's okay. Grabbed the rebound at the same time. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Maxey working against Caruso. Getting a little too shifty with it and lost it out of bounds. Tough turnover there by Tyrese Maxey. Can't give up too many possessions in this game. Here's SGA working, driving downhill, backing down Grimes. You know, SGA is a mid-range killer. Hartenstein floats it up left hand, no good. Here come the Sixers. Maxey pushing the pace against Wallace. Drives past 2, goes up, lays it in. Tyrese Maxey.
He's on fire!
11 points for Tyrese Maxey. This is the guy that people want to complain about? 11 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 3 steals in the first quarter? This is the guy people are complaining about? Come on, man. Come on, man. I think it's comical, man. I think it's hilarious. So far, this game is going exactly how I expected it to go. Like I said, the Sixers are going to keep this close probably for the first half, and then, the Thunder know how to really turn it on. So, got 200 plus people in the chat. We need 20 more likes to get to 100. Drop the like, drop the subscribe, get us up there, man. Let's push this show out to more viewers. Thank you for being a part of it here on a Sunday afternoon. Weird timing of a game. We got the Eagles coming up soon, so I'm going to be paying attention to that as well. But I love the way Maxey and VJ are leading the team so far in this first quarter. They're doing really well. I still think VJ, like I said, we got to see it more, but he's doing a really good job at just like navigating the floor when he has the ball in his hands. I want to see Grimes and McCain really step it up. I think those two really need to be better. I think that could really help this team out. Maxey 4 of 4 with 11 points, chopping it up with Isaiah Joe. Here's Alex Caruso, guarded by Tyrese Maxey. Hartenstein finds SGA. SGA, pull up, mid-range, got it to go. Wanted to foul, didn't get it. Thunder. Why'd they call that a 3? No, yeah. All right, they changed it. Here's Quentin Grimes over to Jared McCain. So the Sixers running a 3-guard lineup with Barlow and Bona. Maxey to McCain, now Grimes. Grimes contested 3, and it's good. Nice shot, Quentin Grimes. Needed that one. Caruso flying down the floor on the other end, lost the ball. It's out of bounds. They're going to say it's out on the Sixers, though. So it's going to stay with OKC. Here's the inbound from Caruso. SGA in the mid-range. He turns, he spins to his right, floats it up, left it short. Here comes Tyrese Maxey up to Jared McCain. McCain going to let one fly. Can't get it to fall. The struggles continue for Jared McCain. Here come the Thunder. A 3 from Mitchell, and that one goes to begin this game. It is A.J. Mitchell. First-round pick last year. Didn't play much, but has been phenomenal for the Thunder this season. And now Barlow's going to turn it over real quick. So it goes back to OKC. The Sixers are keeping up offensively. It's just defensively, they're struggling. SGA coming around a screen, crosses over, drives, now takes it back. He's got Grimes on him. Caruso picks and pops. Caruso to Wallace. Drives into the paint, kicks it out. We have a foul call. It's going to be on OKC somehow. 290 people in the chat. Let's go. We need 7 more likes. Get us to 100 so we can piss off the neighbors. Shout out to the members in the chat. We'll give you guys a shout out here in a few minutes. Paul George at the top. Back in, finds Maxey going all the way to the rim. Goes up. Got it through contact. What a bucket by Tyrese Maxey. A.J. Mitchell driving down the lane. He turns. He spins. Mitchell floats it up and in. So it's literally Maxey against the Thunder right now. Paul George, guarded by Caruso, comes around a screen. PG out to McCain. McCain up to Maxey. Maxey passes out of a shot. 1 minute to play here in the first. PG, 7 on the shot clock, finds a bouncing pass to Maxey, floats it up. Got it off the window. Are you kidding me? Tyrese! Oh my gosh. Drop the Maxey emojis, man. This is the Maxey they're telling me can't lead the Sixers. Y'all are out of your damn minds, bro. Here's a 3 from Wallace, and that one's going to go. Maxey, another 3. Can't get it to go that time. That would have been absurd. 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. SGA fouled by Grimes. They had one to give. Mitchell drives the lane. It was blocked by Bona. Thunder get it back at the buzzer. No good. Tyrese Maxey is on an absolute tear. What a game so far. What a first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on into the Sixers Game Day Live show right here on Philly Take with RB. 285 people in the chat. We have 99 likes. Who's going to be number 100? Like the show right now, subscribe to the channel, and welcome on in. It is the end of the first quarter. You know what time it is. Sixers Scholars Trivia, presented by National University. You know the drill. If you hear this sound, it means you got it right. Only the first answer counts. Do not guess more than one time, or else you will be banned from Sixers Trivia. And most guesses correct at the end of the season wins a prize. Very tight trivia race. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our Sixers Scholars Trivia, and I'm going to say the question first before I put it in the chat, just so people don't copy it and try to look it up, because apparently they've been doing that. But the question is, which player did the 76ers acquire from the Thunder on draft night in 2020 who ended up becoming a starter for the 76ers? Which player did the 76ers acquire from the Thunder on the night of the 2020 NBA draft who ended up becoming a starter for the 76ers? Read the question carefully. Think about it. Only one guess, though. Which player did the Sixers acquire from the Thunder via trade on the night of the 2020 NBA draft who ended up becoming a starter for the 76ers? Give you guys about 20, 30 seconds, and then we'll go from there. Once again, if you guys are just tuning in, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. Help us grow, man. We're on the road to 100K now. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right, I see a few people in the chat that have it correct. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is Danny Green. And the first person to get it correct, per my stats here, is Philly Memes. Philly Memes, congratulations. Show him some love in the chat. Philly Memes got one of the questions right last game. We had a bonus question round last game, so we had 2. Philly Memes got the question right last game, and now got another one right. So all of a sudden, here comes Philly Memes with 3 points correct for the season, and is climbing up the leaderboard. Philly Memes, congratulations. Show him some love in the chat. Thank you all for playing Sixers Scholars Trivia. Jalen Williams floats it up and is short. You know, it's funny, man. This is the guy that people are trying to tell me can't lead the Sixers offense right now. Tyrese Maxey, 15 points in the first quarter. 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 3 steals. Shout out to Danny Green, by the way. He was a good starter for a couple years. Good three-point shooter around Joel Embiid. Got hurt in that Hawks series in Game 7 and Never ended up being the same, man. Or maybe it was game 6 he got hurt. Was it game 6 or 7? I forget. But that was pretty much the end of Danny Green with the 76ers. Shout out to DG. Now he's an analyst on TV. Quentin Grimes at the top. Going to find Paul George. Paul George against Jalen Williams. Got it poked away. Man, PG had no creation there. Here's VJ Edgecombe going to pull up a mid-range J, left it short. Bona the rebound and slams it back in. Let's go, VJ. AJ Mitchell coming around a screen. Mitchell puts it up, got it to go again. So it is a 5-point Thunder lead, 36-31. 1 minute into the second. Here's VJ Edgecombe driving downhill, spins, kicks it back. Here's Paul George to VJ, the pump fake, the drive into the paint. VJ puts it up. And we had an offensive foul. I think it was on a Bona. Dom says, I thought I had it first. Yeah, so again, guys, on my screen, according to the stream stats, I get the official order and the timestamps of when they come in. Jalen Williams driving down the lane, puts it up, and he was fouled by Quentin Grimes, so J-Dub to the line for 2. Just for reference, here's the order of the guesses for the people that got it right. So Philly Memes was first by a split second. Dom Boyle was right after. Real Scott was right after Dom. And then it was Daniel Marai and Philly for Life. So that's the order that it came in. But like I said, man, very close. Very close. All about that first initial push. So check it again, RB. No, you didn't. You didn't get it first. Like I said, it shows up different on my stream, and I have the official order that they came in. May show up different on your stream and your chat, but I have the timestamps. Wasn't in his prime anymore. That's true, but Danny Green was still a productive player. Danny Green was still a productive player. Free throws were good. Here's Paul George. Pull up mid-range. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein up to J-Dub. J-Dub kicks it over to Aaron Wiggins in for the first time, number 21. Drives against Grimes. Poked away. And another foul. Another foul. Guys, we finally hit 100 likes. Drop the yes, sir, in the chat. Let's go. Drop the yes, sirs. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Free throw going to be missed, 39-31. Paul George finds a Bona. Bona almost posterized Hartenstein. He just missed it. Ball bounced off the rim. That would have been an insane poster by a Bona. Hartenstein crossing over, driving. Hartenstein blocked by Bona. Get that out of here. What a play on both ends. VJ Edwards in for the first time for 3. Cha-ching. Woo! Man, the athleticism from a Bona jumps off the screen. Pull up midi from J-Dub, and he hits it again. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to a Bona, man. VJ going to pull up for 3, left it short, out of bounds on OKC, going to stay with the Sixers. $2 super chat from Dom Boyle. He says, it is different on everybody's screen. Exactly. I have the timestamps on mine, so thank you for clarifying that, Dom. You were close. Don Boyle gifting a Philly Take membership. Paul George pops a 3 and finally hits 1. Let's go, man. Show Dom some love in the chat. I also gifted out some memberships last stream, so definitely check if you're a member. See if you have those emojis. If you want to get them, hit that join button down below. Hartenstein had it plucked away. Here come the Sixers again, keeping it close. Paul George to Justin Edwards into Adem Bona, drives the lane, puts it up, almost had the and one. Bona is playing extremely well right now. Adem Bona is playing extremely well right now. Members, drop some of those MVPs in the chat for our guy Dom. The athleticism is jumping off the screen right now from Adem Bona. He is on fire, bro. He is on fire right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's play a fun game we like to play here in the second quarter. Once again, welcome in. 330 people in the chat. Like the show, subscribe to the channel. Let's drop the spots. Drop it like it's hot. Where's everybody tapping in from tonight watching the show? Let me know in the chat right now. Before we get back into the action, got to give a shout out to our great partners over at National University. They sponsor our trivia question, but they are a non-profit accredited university, one of the best in the entire United States that helps you live your life and achieve your goals. Maybe you're struggling, to really survive in this economy right now. You want to level up. You want to get that next degree. You want to get that next job promotion. NU is perfect for you. They offer 4 and 8 week online courses that help you balance work life and school. You get to start sooner and finish faster at National University. They help you be a busy worker, person, or learner, and also a successful student at the same time with over 150 degree programs and certificates and a 50-year history of innovative learning. They help provide support for working, non-traditional students. They provide you with all the academic resources you need, as well as career guidance, virtual mental health counseling, and a whole bunch more. So check out National University, all of their program offerings and flexible curriculums. Link is down in the description. Check out National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. Shout out to National University, presenting partner of our Game Day Live show. All right, where's everybody tapping in from tonight or today, this afternoon, wherever you are at, man? Where's everybody tuning in from? We got Jersey in the house, Delco in the building, ATL in the building, Maryland, Bahamas, Prospect Park. What else? We got Upper Darby in the house, North Philly in the building, Poconos in the house, Saudi Arabia in the house, Denver in the building. Who else? Colorado, Poconos Resort. Must be having a fun time up there. Chicago, Jacksonville in the building, ATL, Canada. Where else? Where else we at, man? Hawaii, Australia, New York, Florida. Let's go, man. Philly Take worldwide in the building. Fishtown in the building. Let's go, man. Let's go. Thank y'all for dropping it like it's hot. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the mod squad and the members. Shout out some of our members. We got Blazin' in the house, Busy B in the house, Smiley in the house, TTB. Who else we got up in here, man? Kion, Dom. Let's go, guys. Bona. Bona's got 8 points, 4 of 4 at the free throw line, 2 rebounds. Shout out to Adem Bona. Didn't I just say that like 20 minutes ago? As Chet misses the alley-oop, Thunder get it back, though. Here's Aaron Wiggins, drives down the lane, kicks it out. Now up top to A.J. Mitchell for 3. It's short. Nice rebound by Adem Bona. Didn't I just say that Nick Nurse should have gone with Bona over Drummond? VJ handling the Rockets. VJ, PG, McCain, Edwards, and Bona. Here's a 3 from VJ, and it's an air ball. Let's go, man. For the Thunder right now, it is Cason Wallace, AJ Mitchell, Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren. They're not afraid to go up-tempo and go small as well. Here's Chet Holmgren, one-on-one against Paul George, finds Wiggins, 7:48 to go here in the second, 41-39. Mitchell for 3 and got it again. AJ Mitchell has been hooping this year, 14 points a game off the bench. He's been fantastic. Jared McCain guarded by AJ Mitchell. Here's McCain. McCain coming around a screen. Bona sets and rolls. McCain floats up the teardropper. Got it to go. 3-point ball game. 44-41. Cason Wallace dribbles past VJ. Kicks it out. Chet wide open for 3 and answers back. Come on, man. Sicily in the house. Let's go, man. We are worldwide, baby. 47-41. Here's Paul George. George pulls up a 3 and knocks it down again. Thunder up by 3, but we have a cardiac game so far. In Sixers fashion, cardiac, baby. Here's Chet, gonna find J-Dub. The hesitation, the drive, puts it up, missed it, tapped by Chet, and we have a foul on the Sixers. Thunder in the bonus. 290 people in the live chat right now here on a Sunday afternoon. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day live show. We do this every single game, man. We do it every single game. Like the show, subscribe to the show. Usually we give you pregame, live game, and postgame shows all condensed into one stream. No postgame show today. I'll be over on my Eagles channel after this, so sub up to the Eagles channel, A to Z Philly. Have the link pinned in the chat there. Barlow coming back in now. Chet missed the first free throw at the line. VJ and Paul George are going to come off now. Chet has slowed down after that quick start in the first quarter. And the second one is going to be good. 1 of 2 at the line. So it is 48-44. Barlow to Maxey. Maxey back in the game now. Tyrese with 15 points in 12 minutes on the afternoon. McCain to Bona. Bona to Edwards. The pump fake. The drive. Edwards. Mid-range. Pull up. Can't get it. Wiggins with the rebound. Here they come. Here's Chet Holmgren. Holmgren for 3. Steps into it and can't get it to go. Here's Jared McCain trying to create some space. Drives down the lane. Kicks it out to Barlow. Now Maxey. Maxey guarded by Caruso. Here's Maxey driving and spinning. Maxey all the way. Floats it up and in. Just another incredible finish by Tyrese Maxey. Now is 17 points. Let's go. On the afternoon. Here's the dribble, the drive. Mitchell can't get it to go. Maxey wings it up the floor. McCain all the way. Lays it up and in. It is tied at 48. You can't tell me this isn't fun right now. Mitchell spins and kicks to Chet. Chet over to Wiggins. Wiggins pulls up for 3, and it's good. What a game, man. 5:18 to go here in the first half. Maxey to Edwards. Edwards to Maxey. Maxey coming around a screen. Bona sets a tough one. Maxey into Bona in the paint. Turns, kicks it out. Edwards wide open for 3. It's good. Tied at 51. Woo! Now this is fun, man. You can't tell me this energy isn't different, bro. This is exactly what they did against the New York Knicks. This is exactly what they did against the Dallas Mavericks. Can it win a 7-game playoff series? I don't know, but it's fun. Drop the yes, sir, man. Philly for Life, $5 super chat says, all right, I'm going to go catch the Birds game. Hope y'all have a good stream. Philly for Life, tap into my post-game video after the Eagles game. Shout out Philly for Life MVP, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Can't tell me this isn't fun, man. Can't tell me the energy isn't different right now, bro. Like I said, man, I'm not here trying to start up some beef or some drama or whatever. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, man. This has been a fun game. This has been a very fun game. It's funny because this is exactly how I've predicted this game to go so far. I said the Sixers were going to keep it very close in the first half. I don't think they'll win this game, but, you know, I do think the Thunder can pull off late. But, man, this has been fun. Guys, it is 51-51. 300 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the show, but subscribe to the channel. We are one sub away from 50.1. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. You guys are the best community in the world. Got the Eagles game up here, so I'm watching both. But, yeah, man, we'll be over on the Eagles channel later today. How do you guys feel right now? Let me read out a few comments. How do you guys feel? Do you think this is better than what we have been seeing the last couple games? I'm not trying to, you know, throw shade at Joel Embiid. I'm not. You know, can this survive in the playoffs? Who knows? I'm just saying it's fun to watch how they're playing right now. Everybody's touching the ball. They're keeping up the pace with OKC. Now, you could argue maybe they want to slow it down a little bit, right, and try to stop the Thunder, but the way the Thunder play, man, they get the rebound and everybody's pushing up at the same time. You blink twice, they're already up the floor, so. 4:49 to go here in the second. The inbounds. Here's Wiggins out to Caruso. Caruso puts up a three. That one no good. Drummond back in now. Drummond just got bullied by Chet Holmgren for an easy putback. Yo, can we give some love to Adem Bona too, man? I thought he really brought a spark in this game. I know he hasn't really made the development this year so far, but man, when you need him against a team like this, he's been playing fantastic. There goes Maxey, pushed into the stands. Maxey did not like that. He thought there should have been a foul. He was shoved into the first row. The fans are holding on to him. Here's Chet Holmgren inside. Kicks it out. Caruso for three. It's in and out. And a foul on the floor. Bro, all right. I got a little bit of a bone to pick with these officials right now. I feel like they're calling this game very one-sided right now. Maxey got smacked on the other end, and then they call the Sixers on a rebound. For what? Smacking somebody's arm? Like, I feel like they're calling this game very one-sided right now. Vincent says the entire team seems healthier with more energy. I would agree, man. I'm going to talk some Eagles with you guys as well. The Eagles just threw the ball 3 times in a row against the second best passing defense. I mean, it just makes no sense. Ladies and gentlemen, drop your thoughts in the chat. Drop some fires in here. What's up, everybody? Nick Nurse challenged it because it was a ridiculous call. All right, who do we have in the chat, man? Who do we have in the chat? You can't play tough against them, but they can play football like defense against us. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, guys. I'm out here watching the Eagles game as well because, like I said, I report on them too. I know a lot of you know me for my basketball stuff, but I'm also a football guy as well. And the Eagles are pissing me off, so I get to crash out 2 times. Joke and hoop, but durability is where Joker cooks him. Joker's on a different tier right now. I just like the energy. Like, I'm not expecting a lot out in this game, but it's going exactly how I thought it would. And the 76ers are playing with a ton of energy. You know, what that looks like long term, I don't know. Like, what if the Sixers did have a center that was a lot healthier and could run very fast and could space the floor and shoot threes very well, right? Kind of like Drummond is this year, but a lot faster. I'm just proposing the question to you. Like, what if they had a center that was making $20 million a year and could shoot threes in transition and, you know, could space the floor? Like, is that sustainable long term? I don't think because of 1 or 2 games we can make that declaration, right? I'm just asking the question. Just looking at things nowadays. I still think the number one issue is the inconsistency with guys on the floor. That's why when people are arguing with me today and yesterday on Twitter about Tyrese Maxey this, Tyrese Maxey that, Maxey should be the last guy on the laundry list right now of complaints. Maxey has kept this team afloat single-handedly, and he's playing different styles of basketball every other game. All right, so the 76ers win the challenge. They get their challenge and their timeout back, and they will get the ball. So that's a great challenge by Nick Nurse. Good job. I think the Sixers had, 14 bench points the other night? 12? They're already up to 21. Sixers are already up to 21 bench points. They got outscored 58-12, I believe it was, the other night. Good to see the bench involved more. Tyrese Maxey hate is ridiculous. It really is. And people are trying to justify it with these stupid line graphs and, you know, these numbers that nobody can even decipher. Here's Drummond on the dump off. Slams it over Chet Holmgren. Nice play by Andre Drummond, man. Great job. Here's SGA. Floats one up and got it to go on the floater. Sixers are doing a great job matching the Thunder's vibe of this game. Maxey, left to right. Oh, nice crossover. Maxey into the paint, steps up, lays it in with the left, and he was fouled. Maxey finally gets the whistle. And you know what? I like Maxey complaining. I never thought I would say that, but I like Maxey complaining because, like, Maxey's a star, bro. Give him a whistle. SGA gets a whistle every freaking play. Like, Maxey is out here getting whammed by these guys and they don't call anything. So, you know what, Maxey? Keep complaining, bro, till they call it. I like it. Even if he gets a technical, I'm not mad. First one good for Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's the only reason we've won any games. I agree. The Maxey stuff, it makes no sense. It's very odd. It's very strange, but I'm not going to keep paying attention to it. I gotta be honest, man. Free throw is going to be good for Tyrese Maxey. Now up to 19 points. Hi, RB Sixers fan from UK. Love the content you give us every day. Really appreciate what you do. Keep up the great work, bro. Go Sixers. Thank you so much, George. That means a lot, man. Appreciate you. SGA tried to dish it back, lost it. Drummond gave it right back to him. Tough play by Drummond. Here's SGA, the wide open layup. All right. Drummond, this is not your kind of matchup, bro. Drummond's got to get out of here. You got to get Bona back in. Here's Justin Edwards. Edwards to Barlow. Here's Edwards up top, guarded by Williams. Edwards behind the back. He pulls up a contested three and hits. What a shot by Justin Edwards. How did he get that one to go? Chet Holmgren one-on-one. He's going to find Lou Dort. SGA down the lane, lays one up and in. Justin Edwards is like a firecracker, man. Like sometimes he just goes off, and then other times you're like, what is this guy doing? Here's a three from Barlow. That's an ugly shot in the corner. Can't get it to go. Looked like his shoulder was injured on that. Here's a three ball from J-Dub. Can't get it to go. Drummond picks it up. Drummond's going to dribble it up the floor now, find Maxey. Here's Maxey coming around the screen. Maxey finds Drummond, and Drummond gets called for the illegal screen. Lou Dort goes down to the ground holding, looks like his inner thigh area. Nice sack by the Eagles on third down. Let's go, guys. We are halfway to 200 likes. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Get us up to 51K, man. Let's keep it going. SGA going to pull up a three. That one is off the mark. He airballed it.
This guy stinks.
Sorry, SGA. Had to do it to you. 1 point game here with under 2 to play in the first half. Maxey working against Jalen Williams. Steps back, Maxey a three. Oh my gosh, bro. This is the Maxey they're trying to tell me can't lead this team, bro. Maxey is absolutely on a heater right now. Jalen Williams against Paul George. Jalen Williams drives in and he's fouled. Dude, Maxey is on a different level, and he's doing it against the best defense in the NBA. Come on, bro. Jalen Williams going to knock down the first at the line. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the chat, man. Thunder bullied it away from Barlow. Here comes SGA down the lane. VJ tried to pick his pocket. SGA goes up, had it through contact, no whistle, but nice finish by SGA. Maxey again, this time he's fouled. Good stuff, Max. Guys, we're halfway to 200 likes. The neighbors are outside revving their engines, pissing me off right now. Come on, we got to make them mad. Ryan says all these dudes complaining about Maxey need a brain transplant. Grimes playing himself out of a big contract. Grimes needs to wake up, man. If the Sixers got a consistent Grimes and McCain off the bench, man, this team would be lethal. Maxey going to knock down the first. He's up to 23 points now. It's shocking to me people say that about Tyrese. I agree, too. I thought it would be a consensus that Maxey has played like a freaking MVP candidate this year, but people always want to find a way to, you know, to have the opposing opinion. So it doesn't surprise me. But I just think, you know, it's ridiculous to even say anything about a guy who, you know, literally told us in the offseason, like, I heard all the noise. I'm coming back on a vengeance, and he's been one of the best players in the NBA this season. SGA pulls up contested against Edwards and hits it. I don't know why Justin Edwards is guarding SGA right now, but here's VJ working against AJ Mitchell. Edgecombe at the top, 2-for-1 opportunity. VJ going to take a screen from Maxey. VJ working with the left hand, steps back. VJ crossover, 3 on the shot clock. turns and he spins and fades, can't get it to go. Barlow gets it back. Sixers have one more opportunity. Paul George isoing. 5 on the shot clock. Thunder going to trap. Maxey downhill, lays it up. Can't get it off the window. Mitchell from half court. Oh, he just missed it. But that is where we are at. As we go to halftime here on the Sixers Game Day Live show, it is 64-62. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm watching the Eagles game right now. We got a lot going on. I just want your condensed thoughts in the chat. Drop one word in the chat right now. Let me know how you were feeling right now about this game. Don't overcomplicate it. I just want one word or a couple thoughts. Like, how do you feel about this game right now? How do you feel about the energy, the way they're playing? Give me all your thoughts. How are we feeling about this game so far? Because I actually feel pretty good. I like the way they're playing. I have no complaints, if I'm being completely honest. I actually have no complaints in this game. I'm going to read out a couple of the best words in the chat. How do I feel in this first half? My word of the first half is content. It's the best way I can describe my own thoughts. Content. I'm very happy with how they're playing. I think they are doing everything they need to do. They're going up against a juggernaut, and the pace has been amazing. The energy, ball movement, whatever it is. This team is playing their butts off right now. So I'm actually very happy with how they're playing. Give me your word in the chat. Sorry, I'm trying to pull something up here. Why is this not working? Wait, that's why I think. Here we go. Give me your one word in the chat. Shout out to all 300 people in here on a Sunday afternoon. I know the Eagles are playing right now, so there's a conflict there, but shout out to my Sixers community in the chat. How are we feeling about this game? Drop one word or just a couple quick thoughts. We're not going to do our whole post-game, spiel here today. No post-game show. We're not going to do a long halftime show. But yeah, how do we feel? Let's read a couple words in the chat. My word is content. Let's see. Inspired, awesome, pace. What else? Any other one? Pulchritudinous? Pulchritudinous. I honestly do not know what that means. If that is a real word, that is a great word. Entertainment. What else? Overjoyed, surprised, consistency, hopeful. I like it. Good words. Good words. Shout out to the vocab wizards in the chat. All right, I'm going to give my few words here on the other side. We'll talk about it all real quick. Another shout out to our great partners of the show over at Sleeper. Once again, download the Sleeper app. Don't sleep on them. You can get all the updates in real time. You can even make a cross-sport picks parlay right now, Eagles and Sixers. So definitely check it out. Go make your picks on Sleeper. See if you can win your picks contest. Win up to 1,000 times your payout over on Sleeper. Here's what our picks looked like before the game. So we went with Tyrese Maxey over 25.5 points. He is currently at 23. So it looks like Maxey's going to get that one. SGA gave us a free pick over 0.5 points, rebounds, assists. And then our third pick was AJ Mitchell. I picked him over 10.5 points, and AJ Mitchell is currently at 10. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Mitchell is currently at 10. So that means if we get one more point from AJ Mitchell and we get 3 more points from Tyrese Maxey, we will finally have our first 3-for-3 game. Now, I do want to say, they gave us a free pick. And that's what's so cool about these picks contests. They give you free ones like that and make it even more enticing. So again, check it out. Use the code PhillyTake. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100 over on the Sleeper app. We have not gone 3-for-3 yet this season. This might be the first one. Shout out to Big Sleeper for partnering with our show. All right. Let's see. My overall thoughts on this game. So I think that Tyrese Maxey has been phenomenal today. For the people that are saying like he can't run the offense, he absolutely can. And I think the pace and space kind of game they're running with right now is exactly what you need to go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? Like they're playing fast. They're the best defensive team in the NBA. In terms of net rating, they're like historic right now. So I think the Sixers are kind of making them a little bit uncomfortable. I actually think the Sixers are making the Oklahoma City Thunder a little bit uncomfortable. I like how they're being physical. I felt like in the first quarter they weren't really being that physical. And they started to press up. They started to get some steals. Maxey had 3 himself in the first quarter. And other than that, I think Adem Bona brought a really big spark to this game. I said in that first quarter, I probably would have went with Bona over Drummond to start the game. And I thought that Bona brought a really good spark off the bench. The Sixers bench had 12 points total last game. They are up to 24 right now. So they have already doubled their total from last game. Adem Bona's got 8 points, 2 boards, and an assist and 2 blocks. Justin Edwards with 3 threes off the bench, 9 points. Jared McCain has 4, 2, and 1. And Grimes hit a 3 as well. So VJ handling the rock a lot more. He's 2 of 8 from the field. He's struggling a little bit, but I think VJ's looked a lot more comfortable handling the ball today as well. Dang. Buffalo just threw a deep bomb. Yeah, Drummond and Barlow have struggled a bit, but really it's just been the young, speedy guards and the bench. The bench has come up really big in this game. The bench has 24 points, and the rest of the team has 38, most of them coming from Tyrese Maxey. So that's my thought on this game. Keeping it simple here in this one. What else do I want to say? SGA. Why are my stats like this? There we go. SGA's got 16 points. Chet Holmgren, 14 and 3. I feel like the referees have been one-sided in this game. Let's see what the disparity on the fouls are. Let's see. Fouls. 11 fouls for Philly, 7 for Oklahoma City. I think the Eagles just recovered a fumble. That was insane. See what they call that. Yeah, both teams taking care of the ball pretty well, but again, just a lot of transition points and a lot of, just a lot of up-tempo play. Let's see if they call that a fumble still. Oh, yeah, I think that's a fumble. Sixers are shooting 60% from 3 in the first half. Sixers are at 60%. That just doesn't happen. That just does not happen for the Sixers a lot. So shout out to Jalen Phillips. Shout out to the boys. And we'll see what they can do in the second half. That's my overall condensed takeaway here on this one. So yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're at. See how everything plays out. Like I said, I'm not really expecting too much in the second half. This is exactly how I predicted it to go so far. But we'll see if the Sixers can hold up here in the second half and if Maxey can continue to will this team to a big-time W. Ladies and gentlemen, 260 people in the chat. Please do me a favor, like the show, subscribe to the channel, and get us up to 51K. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. We do this every single game. Again, remember, no post-game show after this game. No post-game show today because I got to go do Eagles coverage, but definitely sub up to my Eagles channel. Mods, if you guys can throw that in the chat again, that would be huge. Follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and podcast platforms as well. All right, y'all. We will be back in just a few moments coming up for the second half. Do not go anywhere. BRB. All right. We are back on the 76ers Game Day Live show right here, presented by National University. powered by the Sleeper app. You know what we do every single game. We give you the coverage live and direct. We read out your comments. We watch the game. We analyze it all. I'm currently watching the Eagles game as we get ready for the second half. Sixers and OKC. Sixers really holding on, doing a great job here. See what happens. Maxey with 23 is leading all scorers in this game. Touchdown Eagles. Let's go. To begin the second half, Hartenstein floated it up to Chet, who threw it down. Isaiah Joe will not return, they say, with a neck injury. So no Isaiah Joe. He played how many minutes? A couple, I think. 5. So shout out to our boy Isaiah Joe. Here's Barlow under the rim. Reverse layup. Got it to go with the left hand. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we will not be live for a post-game show today, so we'll be on here till the end of the game, then we'll be off and be back on Tuesday. We also drop videos on the off days and shorts on our social media, so make sure to check all the platforms out. Chet travels, and it is turned over, going back to Philly. A great first half for Tyrese Maxey and the troops. Can we get some fires going in the chat or something, man? I got to know who's in here rocking with your boy, man. I want to know who's in here rocking with your boy. DJ floats one up too far. I don't know why he went with Drummond to begin the second half. He should have went with Adem Bona. Chet under the rim, and we have a foul on Barlow. Drummond played 11 minutes in the first half, or 9, I think. 9 or 10. Bona played 12. But if I'm Nick Nurse, again, this is where he has to read the room. I would have gone with Bona in the second half. Chet gonna dunk it in off the miss from J-Dub. Sixers nowhere to be found on the glass. Maxey dribbling downhill against Lou Dort, finds Barlow under the rim. Barlow getting hacked by 3, and Drummond just stands around. Drummond, what are you doing, bro? Chet blocked, not even blocked, just nice defense by Paul George on the contest. It's going to go out of bounds and back to the Sixers. 1:40 into the third quarter. There's Dom Barlow going to find Paul George over to VJ Edgecombe. Now Maxey. Maxey working against SGA. Maxey to VJ. VJ pulls up a 3. It's short. Barlow the board. Back to Paul George. George a 3. It's good. Paul George letting it fly. Sixers are keeping up here with the OKC Thunder. J-Dub floats it up and thrown down by Hartenstein. So a lot of offense, little defense. Here's VJ Edgecombe working against SGA. VJ dribbles into the paint. VJ turns and spins, finds Maxey. Maxey another 3. This one does not go. Maxey led all scorers. 23 points in the first half. Here's SGA working against VJ Edgecombe. SGA trying to get the switch on Drummond. He drives, he falls, and he's fouled. Foul on VJ. So we got SGA, who's playing like an MVP this season. We have Tyrese Maxey playing like an MVP candidate this season. Let's see who the MVP of the chat is. For the next 60 seconds, let's see who can drop the most love in the chat. Go. Go. Maybe he's scared Bona playing with the starters. I mean, I'm just saying, man, Bona has played way better. This is a much more optimal matchup for Adem Bona in this game than it is for Andre Drummond, just given the speed and athleticism. Free throws were good at the line. Here's VJ Edgecombe. Sixers down by 5. VJ for 3. Cha-ching. Sixers have a fighter's chance right now. They're going out leaving it all on the line, man. Let's see who can drop the most love in the chat in the next 60 seconds. Give some shout-outs. Here's J-Dub. Floats it up. No good against Barlow. I did say at the beginning, watch it be the most Sixers thing possible for them to win this game somehow. Don Boyle in the chat. Real Maxi Glazer in the chat. Scum in the chat. Smiley in the chat. Kandisha, let's go. Here's J-Dub on the other end. Lays it up and in, and he was fouled by VJ Edgecombe. It's going to be an and one. I know, we got a lot of bleed over into the Eagles today. That's okay. But we got the diehards in the chat. 280 people in here. We need 32 more likes. Who's it going to be? Who is going to get us to the 200 like mark? J-Dub going to knock down the free throw. We have hit 50.1K. We're on the road to 50.2. You don't have to be a 76ers or a Philly fan to subscribe. We have a huge NBA community. We stream a lot of games, especially in the playoffs, so support us, man. Here's Maxey spinning around, drives, kicks to the corner. What a dime. PG for 3. Oh, my gosh. You're telling me Maxey can't lead, can't facilitate? Did you see that dime? Woo! That was nice. SGA to Caruso. SGA coming around another screen now against Maxey one-on-one. Let's see what Maxey can do. Stays in front of him. Chet pulls up for 3 and hits. Sixers just can't get a stop. They just can't get a stop right now. Here's VJ Edgecombe going to pull up from the wing, and it is short. 7:45 to go here in the third. Jalen Williams going to drive downhill into the paint, and Caruso, backdoor cut under the rim, easy layup. And we have a timeout by Nick Nurse. It is a 7-point Thunder lead. 7:36 to go here in the third. Let's go. I want to see everybody dropping some emojis in the chat. Drop that fire. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Speaking of fire, NU is on fire lately. They are one of the best non-profit accredited universities in the entire United States. With National University, you can be a busy worker, person, or learner, and a successful student. NU is one of the largest private nonprofit universities with over 50,000 students, over 250,000 grads, and 150 degree programs, certificates, and credentials. They have a 50-year history of innovative learning and support models for working and non-traditional students. They provide one-on-one mentoring for career guidance, mental health counseling, all the academic resources you need. And the best part, you can do school from the comfort of your own couch. National University awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year, and they have a bunch of new scholarships coming in the new year. So you got to check them out. Check out their flexible online curriculum program offerings. Link down in the description or in the live chat, or go to nationaluniversity.com, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. Shout out to NU, a proud partner of Philly Take with RB. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What do we think, man? What do we think? Shout out to the diehards in the chat. I don't know why my thing is buffering like that. It's getting annoying. I'm telling you, man, the snow has messed up everything. Let's see what we got going here. Chet Holmgren's up to 21 on the night. SGA's at 18, 7 of 9 from the field. Feels like he hasn't even shot the ball as much as he usually does. EJ picked up a couple fouls in these last few minutes. He now has 3, by the way. See if Nick Nurse goes with a Dem Bona.
Let's go.
Got to put Bona back in the game. Yep, he's in. So it's Bona, Barlow, PG, Maxi, and VJ. VJ working with the ball in his hands. Going to find Maxi now. Guarded by Lou Dort. Pretty good on-ball defender. Maxi dumps it to VJ. They're going to call a foul on Maxi for that? Maxi is chirping away. I agree. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. There is no way. Gave him a little shove at the end, but I think they just called it a foul in general. Like, they blew that whistle before he even did that. So it's 80-73. Here is Jalen Williams against Maxi. Now they're going to call one going the other way. I don't even think that was a foul. Refs are getting too involved in this one. $5 super chat from APAP. As a visitor, this is the best Philadelphia channel. Hands down, you do a great job. Yo, thank you so much, man. Give some love to AP in the chat. Very kind words. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. And welcome to the family. Paul George, guarded by Lou Dort. Crosses, drives downhill, got plucked. Come on, Paul. Here comes SGA, dribbling, driving, little shove against PG and knocks it down. See, that should have been a foul. They didn't call that a foul, though. Don't know why they've been very inconsistent like that. Here's Quentin Grimes. Would like to see Grimes get going. He's averaging 7 points a game over his last 5, I think. Maxi from deep, can't get it to go. Sixers are falling apart here. The offense is it's going away, man. They got to wake up. Because like I said at the beginning, this is exactly, it's crazy how I'm predicting this game to a T right now. I said this in the beginning, man, in the pregame portion. Missed by Jalen Williams. Here come the Sixers. Thunder can absolutely explode. So you have to like really wake up here or else they're just going to take off. 6:08 to go here in the third quarter, 82-73. And the Thunder steal the inbounds pass. Jalen Williams goes all the way. Quentin Grimes tried to yell at him to scare him, like that was going to do anything. Come on, man. Here's the drive and the kick. Paul George for 3. No good. Bona knocked to the floor. It's a foul. Here's a Dem Bona. Going to hand it off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey at the top. Coming around a screen. Maxey against Caruso. Maxey heaves a 3. Had to at the end of the shot clock. It was an air ball. Damn, Jalen Phillips is down for the Eagles right now. That is not good. SGA crossover drive against Grimes. Goes up and in. Yo, Quentin Grimes is losing a lot of money right now. Quentin Grimes is really, really losing his money right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, not to say that I'm like some magician or some wizard, but this is exactly how I predicted this game to go. I said the Sixers would keep it close, and it was close. It was a 2-point game at halftime, and the Thunder are out on a 22-11 run here to begin the third. Sixers can't find any offense. They're heaving up these horrible shots. And I just think there's a lot wrong right now. I think Nick Nurse should have started Bona in the second half. I think the Sixers are going ISO way too heavy right now. They had Paul George on back-to-back possessions trying to cook off a screen, which didn't do anything. Maxey had a couple bad shots there, and then Bona, no, not Bona, VJ missed a couple as well. 360 people in the chat, though. We need 20 more likes. Get us to 200, man. Hit that like, hit that sub button. We do this every single game. Welcome in to everybody, and thank you for being here. Dalen says, as great as Maxey is, he is not a number one option. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is exactly what I'm talking about. That's the first comment I saw, bro. Maxey has 23 points right now on 8 of 13, and we're talking about Tyrese Maxey. Like, you're allowed to have that opinion, right? But I don't understand where that is coming from, bro. Maxey is trying to keep the team in the game right now. What are we talking about, bro? Daquan says, he said, don't pay Harden. Oh, here we go. James Harden stands are in the chat. Hey, how are those Clippers doing? Exactly how I said they would. Imploded, by the way. Clippers are cooked. I own the entire Clippers fan base, just like I own the Knicks fan base, but I told the Clippers fan base, man, they're about to strike gold for the Sixers, and that's exactly what they're about to do. So thank you to the LA Clippers. Their whole fan base has went quiet on Twitter after I mentioned them all. Grimes a step back three, can't get it to go. Bona couldn't track down the board. $2 super chat, Bernard McCoy says, RB, PG and the turnovers are killing us. PG has been pretty bad in this game. I don't know what happened to Paul George after that couple game stretch, but well, actually, I know what it is in this game. In this game, he can't get any separation because the Thunder defenders, I mean, they're the best defense in the league for a reason. They have the best net rating by over 5 whole points. I mean, PG's trying to, and again, this is where I go back to Nick Nurse, man. You got to establish the hierarchy, bro. And you can't have Paul George trying to ISO whoever, you know, Chet Holmgren or Lou Dort or Jalen Williams, whoever it is. Like, Paul George just isn't that good enough at 35 years old to try to ISO Jalen Williams. Arb says, rather listen to you than the Sixers announcers. I don't care about the Clippers. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Your boy Harden stinks on the Clippers. He's had a good season, but they're not going anywhere, just like he choked in the playoffs last year. Once again, I just, continue to be proven right against these people. Clippers are cooked, man. They are cooked for sure. I hope the Clippers continue to get so bad where they blow it up, and then the Sixers can strike gold with their draft pick. Looks like we had a challenge here. $2 super chat from Fad. Thank you so much for the love, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Scum says Nurse does not make any changes at all. He doesn't. He's not right now, and he needs to tell these guys what they need to do, or else this game is going to get out of hand. It's going to get out of hand. Here's a 3-ball from Lou Dort. Can't get it to go. Sixers have it. PG going to find Quentin Grimes. Thunder on an 11-0 run. PG behind the back to McCain. Here's McCain from the corner. Got it. Much needed shot. AP says until Philly gets off Paul George and Embiid contracts, they're going to be bad. Here's Jalen Williams to SGA to Chet. Backdoor slam. Sixers switched over to a zone defense, but it didn't help them on that possession. Maxey going to find Quentin Grimes for a three, and Grimes steps into one. About time, Quentin Grimes. It's about time. Chet Holmgren going to put up a corner three, and he missed it by everything. Here's Paul George going to find Jared McCain. Jared McCain, guarded by SGA, comes around a screen, drives, and kicks. Here's Adembona. Adembona puts it up and missed it. And we got an offensive foul on Adembona. Wow. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to the members in the chat. We got Smiley in here blazing. Dom Boyle. Let's go, man. Sixers got to go on a little mini run here. Here's SGA. Going to find AJ Mitchell down to Chet. Sixers rotating. SGA drives the lane, kicks it out. Caruso wide open for three. Cha-ching. Yeah, this is what OKC does, man. This is what OKC does. They just kind of explode, and it's hard to catch them. There's Jared McCain up top. McCain working against Mitchell. Back the other way. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Quentin Grimes. Grimes, a contested deep three, and it is short. Thunder getting it going. 3 minutes left on the clock here in the third quarter. SGA drives, and he's just making the Sixers look silly right now. Sixers always do this in the third quarter, man. And we have another offensive illegal screen on Adembona. This guy Daquan he's a very weird individual. He comes in here once in a while. He used to be a diehard Sixers fan, but then when his boy James Harden left the team, he got in his feelings. So now he just taps in once in a while because the Clippers stink. But it is funny, man. Here's AJ Mitchell, drives down the lane, floats it up and in. 95-79. Here's Quentin Grimes against AJ Mitchell. Grimes drives and kicks VJ to Edwards. Now McCain, sidestep. McCain into the paint, kicks it out to Grimes. Grimes back to McCain. And, man, Thunder are really picking it up defensively. McCain steps out of bounds. Game is over. They have no heart, loser mentality. Or the Thunder are just good. This is exactly how I said the game was going to go. We hung in for it as long as we could, says Bird Gang. I mean, they played a really good first half, but just has not looked pretty here in the third quarter, but it never does. Never does in the third quarter. We are one healthy Embiid away from being a contender. Yeah, but you know what? I'm tired of saying that, man. That is the main issue with this team. It's the inconsistency of now one or two max players, playing and not playing. It's just annoying, man. Like, we want to see the team at full strength. They shouldn't have to go out here and do this every other game. Edwards misses a three. Thunder lead it by 18 points. They're on a 22-6 run. The third quarter, Sixers strike again. Hartenstein tried to slam it down to McCain. He missed the dunk. I think he got offensive interference there because it bounced out. But yeah, man, I'm just, I'm, you know, it's hard, it's hard to evaluate the team. This is game 30 of the season, and I still don't know what this team can be or will be. As VJ is fouled heading down the lane. I just don't know what this team could be or will be because, again, the $56 million max star doesn't play a lot. And I say that as a guy who really has been an Embiid defender, and I like Joel and all that stuff, but I don't know how much more we can take of just doing this every other game, and just playing two different styles of basketball. That's why I said they have an identity crisis, and it's frustrating. And for the people that say, oh, well, look at how the Sixers look when Joel's out. Well, my rebuttal would be, what if they replaced that 50-something million with one or two players that could contribute, right? Like, there's always an opportunity cost there. That's all I'm saying. Just being honest. Free throw is good. 97-80. Here's AJ Mitchell. SGA. Here's a three ball from Wiggins. That one is short. Jalen Hurts just got cracked on the sideline. BJ, offensive foul. Sorry, I'm trying to see what's going on here in this Eagles game. Jalen Hurts just got cracked running out of bounds. Once again, I will be over on my Eagles channel after this Eagles game to drop a video, so definitely check it out at A to Z Sports Philly. Link is pinned in the chat. He's the John Carlos Stanton of the NBA. Very good when he plays, but misses half the season. Yeah, I mean, it's just we're tired of it, We know we know the Sixers have a lot of talent on this roster, but we're just a little frustrated, man. We're 30 games in. Now it's going to be another coach's challenge. Nick Nurse is going to call a challenge, and we'll see what they call it, man. 350 people in the live chat. Appreciate y'all tapping in here on a Sunday afternoon. I know the Birds are playing. It's a football Sunday, but we do this every single game, pregame, live game, postgame coverage. Game day live show. #1 community in the world. I appreciate the hell out of y'all, man. How do you guys feel? I want your honest opinions in the chat, man. Be honest, Be honest. Just let me know how you feel, man. We're here to talk about it. That's the beauty of this show. We call the game out live. We give you the analysis, but we get to hear from the fans' opinions as well. How do you guys feel, man? That's what I want to know. Because I can only say it, so many times. Trying not to sound like a broken record. He should come off the bench like Wemby until the playoffs. He's not coming off the bench, man. It's not happening. Evan says like and sub. What's up, Evan? So the Sixers are going to win another challenge. VJ Edgecombe is going to go to the line. Yeah, they had called it a charge, but it's a blocking foul. So VJ Edgecombe is going to go to the line for 2. Mods, if you can, drop that Eagles link in the chat for me. Appreciate y'all, man. Scum says, I knew we weren't winning this, Brody. Come on, this is OKC. You are tripping. How am I tripping, bro? How am I tripping? I literally said that I predicted this game to a T, bro. I said the Sixers were going to keep it close in the first half, and then OKC was going to, pull away. It's going exactly as I thought it would, man. VJ going to miss the second free throw. Bona, the rebound, puts it back. Nice play by Bona. Jake Elliott hits a field goal. Good stuff. Backdoor cut. Wow, that was beautiful by Kaysen Wallace. Hartenstein found him cutting. That was nuts. Jared McCain going to find VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe pull up, dribble three, airballed it short, tapped by Mitchell. They're going to say it went off the leg of Quentin Grimes. So it's going to go to the OKC Thunder. Don Boyle, $2 super chat says, I'm pissed. I want to know what goes on at halftime. SGA pull up three, off the back rim, 16-point game. Here comes Edwards. Edwards guarded by AJ Mitchell. McCain had it poked away. Thunder steal it again. There they go. Right in transition and a dunk. 18-point game. Like I said, the Thunder's defense is insane. But yeah, Dom, you're right, man. I mean, the Sixers to do this for 30 games now, to be horrible in the third quarter as McCain drills a deep three. That was nice. Good to see McCain get a couple shots under his belt. And we got a foul with 0.8 seconds? Are you kidding me, bro? See, that's just stupid basketball, man. How do you foul SGA with 0.8? And how did they give him that, man? This is so ridiculous, man. This is why I wanted the Sixers to win against Brooklyn or Chicago, or both. Nurse is arguing with the ref. SGA missed the first free throw anyway. This is why the Sixers needed to win the last two games when they had opportunities, because we knew they weren't going to win this game, most likely. You got a 3-point foul on that too? That's ridiculous, man. And he misses the third free throw as well. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. It is a 16-point lead for OKC. So the Sixers get outscored by 14 in the third quarter. Once again, the same old story of the third. Daquan, you're an interesting individual, man. You've been in here for what, 3 years now? Just spending time in here. I love it. I think it's hilarious. Just because your favorite player's not that good anymore. You got to take out your anger on Sixer fans, and there's a lot of people that do that, but I got to give you credit, man. 3 years of doing that consistently, like, you must have an interesting life, brother. Shout out to the chat, though, man. Shout out to the members. Let's go, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's go. Let's see if the Sixers can pull a rabbit out of the hat. Sixer fans, are you guys mad right now? Are you upset? I'm not even mad, bro, because I knew that this is how the game was going to go. I'm honestly not that mad. I do think it's pretty comical that, like, you know, I understand like 5 to 10 games, but for the 76ers to be very good in the other quarters and consistently get outbeat in the third quarter like this, I do think it's pretty funny. Like, how do you not fix something? Try something different, man. Sixers score 24 points in the third, which is like right around their season average. They give up 38. Like, it's just, I don't know. OKC is a great team. I'm not mad. They fought hard at the beginning. Secret, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Long time no see. I thought we lost you, bro. Busy says this was a scheduled loss. Dom says that was the dumbest extension to give to Joel. He had 2 years left. You know, I kind of have to agree with you, man. I always said the Embiid extension did not make sense. That was worse than the Paul George contract. Old George going to find Tyrese Maxey going downhill. Maxey in the mid-range. Maxey up to Paul George. Here's Andre Drummond, and he throws it away. Stolen by OKC. Here's Jalen Williams going to kick it out to Aaron Wiggins. Wiggins going to drive, find Chet. Chet all the way, goes up, and he was fouled. Looked like a block. All right, come on, mods. Y'all, where's the mod squad at, man? We got to get this guy out of here, man. Can't come in here just saying the same thing over and over and just being weird, man. Guy has some issues, but it's all good. They were hunting down Embiid all fourth, then it's crickets when stuff like this happens. Bro, what are you guys talking about, bro? This is why I got to stop reading the chat, man. So y'all come in here after the third quarter, say nothing at halftime, when the Sixers were easily playing better. I'm not going to let people start talking about, again, Maxey and the offense, all right? The 76ers tonight are playing without their $56 million max player. Do we understand that concept, guys? I'm not trying to throw blame on certain people and do this and that. Do we understand that? Nobody talks about that, right? What if the Sixers had a $25 million player in there at center tonight? And what if they had a $25 million 3-and-D wing that could give them some production tonight? Do we understand that concept? They played their asses off in the first half, and they're doing this without their max center player. Do we understand that concept? So no, we're not crickets, bro. We know the team is going to get slaughtered by the best defense in the NBA. We knew it was coming eventually. This is the reigning champion, 26-5 Thunder. The Sixers do not have enough to win this game. Why? Because, again, they can't get their max player on the floor consistently. I don't want to do this every single game, man. Drummond gets it poked away. Grimes picks it up. Here's Drummond. Drummond to Grimes. And you know what? If the 76ers played the way they did in the first half, the last two games, they easily would have won those games. I can say that for a fact. They beat the New York Knicks playing that way. They beat the Dallas Mavericks playing that way. They played a really good first half tonight against one of the best teams in the league playing that way. So yes. Yes. If they played this way the last two games, they would have won those games. Even without a max $55 million center. Here's Quentin Grimes coming around a Maxey screen, finds Edwards. Edwards up to Grimes. Grimes for three. It's good. It's good. We understand that, RB. Maxey is a 1A. He should get criticism for a loss. Okay. If you want to criticize Maxey, go ahead. He's got 23 tonight. There goes Jalen Williams, or I'm sorry, Cason Wallace to the rim. Go ahead, criticize Maxey. Criticize Maxey for having 23 points on 8 of 13 from the field. Grimes contested, lost the ball. It's going back to OKC. Thunder have just taken over. Now we got another foul. It's on Andre Drummond. 9:40 to play in this one. Eagles defense shutting out the Bills here in the first half. It's crazy. 475 people in the live chat. Do me a favor, like the show, subscribe to the show. VJ puts up the mid-range shot. Missed it. Gets it back to Maxey. Maxey against Wallace. He turns, he spins, he fades. Can't get it to go. Drummond the rebound. Drummond to VJ. VJ to Grimes. Grimes for three again. No good. Drummond's just walking around. 20-point lead. Maxey poked it away. Thunder get it back. Here's AJ Mitchell down the lane. Floats it up. And Chet throws it in. OKC can dominate the league for years to come. Yeah, it's true. They definitely can. They might get 2 top 10 picks, man. Everyone blames Embiid for the last loss. Who's the blame for this soon-to-be loss? All right, man. I got to stop reading the chat, bro. You guys have serious issues, bro. Yeah, let's blame the guys on the floor who are trying the best that they can while their max star is out. And let's do that. I don't understand it, bro. I don't get it. Chet Holmgren gets it poked away. PG, nice defense. Up to Maxey. Maxey the oop. Bona caught it awkwardly and fell to the floor and lost it. 22-point lead for OKC. Under lead it by 22. You beat a depleted Knicks team coming off a championship cup. They beat a Knicks team that was a great team in the Eastern Conference, and they whooped their ass in the fourth quarter. That's what happened. Stop sugarcoating it, man. Sixers whooped the New York Knicks. That's what happened. They played them tough and physical down in the fourth quarter. 25-point game. OKC leads it. Grimes to VJ. VJ dribbles in, drives, floats it up. Missed it off the rim. Thunder pick it up. Sixers have disappeared on both sides of the floor. Missed by the Thunder. Here come the Sixers. Here's VJ Edgecombe going to find Quentin Grimes. Ooh, nice crossover step back. Grimes a three. Can't get it to go. Grimes has made a few shots tonight. He's 3 of 7 from deep. 9 points for Grimes. Bench has actually been really good tonight. Chet lays it up. Rolled off the rim again. Here's Maxey, a step back mid-range. Maxey's just shot chugging at this point. Everybody's just shooting whatever, man. No rhythm in the offense right now. Maxey's only got 1 point in the second half. Paul George, 4 of 11 on the night. VJ, 3 of 15. The Maxey criticism is unhinged. At least we have VJ McCain developing it. Anybody blaming Maxey's out of their mind, bro. Out of their mind. Like I said, the number one issue with this team is that their guys don't play consistently. They can't form an identity. Simple as that. That is the issue. Bona going to knock down the first free throw. And Bona going to miss the second free throw. 1 of 2 at the line. Here's Jalen Williams working against McCain. Poked away by Maxey. Nice defense. Maxey all the way down the floor. Lays it up. Goes coast to coast. And we have a timeout by OKC. Sorry, I'm watching this Eagles end of drive. Half. End of the half drive right now. No more halftime breaks for the Sixers. Yeah, that's true, man. Every time they go into the third quarter, man, they just fall apart. We got 20 seconds left in this first half for the Eagles. 330 people in the chat. Let's go. We hit 200 likes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to the community. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the members and the mods in here. Let's go, bro. They gave up before the fourth quarter even started. They definitely are not playing with any energy right now. And I think the Thunder just kind of demoralized them, honestly. They're just smoking them right now, for being honest. I predicted this game to a T. I said they were going to keep it close in the first half, and then the Thunder were going to just explode for a big run. That's exactly what has happened so far. "23 seconds left for the Eagles in this first half. Let's see if they can score a tutty here. Bills have 0 points. $114.93, 6:35 to play. Jalen Williams finds Chet cutting to the rim. Looked like it was blocked. I thought they were going to... Did they call a foul? Nice block by Bona, so no foul. And then Aaron Wiggins comes and lays it in off the inbounds pass, so it didn't matter anyway. Nice defense wasted there from Bona. 23-point game. Thunder lead it. 6:15 to go. Here's Barlow downhill crossover. Hooks one up. Bad shot. Thunder take it away. Here's Aaron Wiggins. Has SGA even played in the fourth quarter in this game? Here's the dribble. The bounce pass. Wiggins floats it up, and the Sixers just have nothing right now. Nothing at all. Has SGA played in the fourth quarter? Nah, Chet came in for SGA. SGA, once again, has not played another fourth quarter. His streak of 20-plus continues, though. DJ misses the little floater. SGA had 102 consecutive 20-point games coming into this, and now he has 103, which is just absurd to think about, man. Absurd. 103 consecutive 20-point games. He's going to miss the 30-point mark just because he hasn't played the fourth quarter, but he still leads the NBA with 30-point games with 23 this year. It's just absurd what SGA's doing. There's a three ball from Kenrick Williams in for the first time. He's going to miss it. But yeah, we got the crazy MVP race going on right now. Thunder take it away again. Sixers can't generate any offense. They have 7 points in this quarter. Here's the floater. Bona smacks it away. Here's a pump fake. Wallace for 3. It's short. McCain pulls it in. Here come the Sixers. 118-93. Maxey a deep 3. Man, this offense is brutal right now. This might be the worst offense of the season in the second half. Here's Barlow, a corner 3. That's short. Bona picks up the board. Out to McCain. Launches a 3. Is Nick Nurse even trying right now? Now the Thunder are starting to bring in some others as well. And a wide open layup for Aaron Wiggins. So for once, it's not going to be Cardiac. Not in favor of the 76ers, though. In for the Oklahoma City Thunder is Braden Carlson and Chris Youngblood. Brandon Carlson, I'm sorry. Rookie out of Utah. And Chris Youngblood. Sounds like a 2K player. Here's the drive and kick. A 3-ball from the corner. No good for Youngblood. Williams can't get it on the putback. Yeah, it's a real guy. It is, man.
Let's go.
I'm sorry. Carlson was signed undrafted last season. Did he play any games? I think he played a few, right? Played in 32 games last year. He didn't start, though. Let's see. Chris Youngblood. Chris Youngblood, 23 years old, a rookie out of Alabama. Undrafted. $5 super chat from Blazin. Says, love RB. I'll see you next game. Thank you, Blazin. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Whether you guys are still rocking in here or whether you're tapping in somewhere else, thank you so much for being in here, man. Appreciate you. Still got almost 300 people in the chat. Like the show, subscribe to the show. We do it every single game. Let's, you know what? Let's go over and check on our sleeper picks, man. Why not? We'll do that in a few minutes, actually. I'll get back to the chat here in just a few seconds. My apologies. Let's see. Once again, after this game, I'm going to be doing a video over on my Eagles channel at A to Z Sports Philly. It's pinned in the chat if you want to show us some love over there and check it out. Give us a sub over there. I figure I'd ask you, RB, you're in the know. What did you ask me? Let's see. Did Daryl ever give a reason why he gave Embiid the extension? He just thought Joel Embiid is, you know, the franchise player and he deserved it, I guess. But my biggest problem was the explanation he gave before the extension, or after it, I'm sorry. He said before the extension, they consulted with 9 doctors as the 3 balls missed by Wiggins. And here's Jabari Walker in for the first time. Don't know why he didn't get any minutes, right? More athleticism. But Daryl Morey said, you know, they consulted with 9 doctors who told them that they were unsure about Joel's knee. And then they went and gave him the extension anyway with blind faith that it would be all right. So I don't get why they would do that. To me, that sounds like malpractice. There's a 3 from OKC, no good for Youngblood. Chris Youngblood is in the game, number 3. There's Jared McCain working against Youngblood, finds Grimes. Grimes a 3 off the back iron. The Sixers, I don't think, have ran a single play here in the second half. It's literally just chuck it around the floor and somebody shoot. And we have a foul on OKC. My sleeper picks missed by a country mile, says Busy B. I'm thinking I might have hit mine. We'll see, though. See here in a few minutes. Grimes going to knock down the first. Nine Doctors says it all, exactly. Nick Nurse has had too much time to figure out the third quarter. I agree. Here's Carlson, floats it up, missed it, and then smacked it in. How did he do that? That was wild. He just smacked it in from midair. Like he was spiking a volleyball. Grimes to McCain, threw it away again. Grimes, you're losing yourself a lot of money, bro. Wallace with the steal and the slam. Grimes is losing himself a lot of money right now. Here's Justin Edwards, spots up, top of the arc, knocks it down. The Sixers finally hit 100. Carlson, another slam. $126-102. I said it would be 118-108. I definitely underestimated a little bit. Grimes, the gather, and he was fouled. So yeah, honestly, this game has gone exactly how I expected it would go. I said it would be close in the first half, and then the 76ers would pretty much lose it in the second half, and Thunder would pull away. That's their identity. That's what they do. They were kind of on cruise control in that first half, and I'm exactly right. Did A.J. Mitchell score again? Yeah, he did score. Grimes going to knock it down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the good part, or the good thing, is that for the first time this season, I went 3 of 3 on Sleeper. I went 3 of 3. Yeah, Knicks fans always come in here because they're insecure, and I tell them the truth, and they're still mad the Sixers beat them. Wallace misses a 3. Williams gets it back. Here's a 3 from Williams. Knocks it down. You can't criticize Maxey on this channel. You absolutely can criticize Maxey, but to criticize him on a night where he dropped 28 points and the other Max star did not play is ridiculous, and you're wrong to do that on this night. And it just makes no sense to criticize Maxey when he literally, without Maxey, they would have lost this game by 60 points. So I just think it's idiotic. 18 seconds to go as we wind down this one. Sixers scored 24 in the third and 18 in the fourth. Wow. 42 points compared to 65? 65 to 42 in the second half. Wow. $65 to 42. Well, anyway, that's how that game went. 76ers lose 129 to 104. Like I said, guys, we're not doing a post-game show today. I have to go over and do my Eagles coverage. Definitely, mods, drop that link in the chat. Sub over to the Eagles channel. Appreciate everybody for tapping in on this one. Let's check our sleeper picks real quick before we get back into this. Let's see. Can I pull these up? Yeah, anybody blaming Maxey in this game is ridiculous. Without Maxey, they would have lost this game by 60 points. The game, unfortunately, went exactly how I predicted. Sixers kept it close in the first half. It was a 2-point game. And then they got the doors blown off them in the second half. I did not expect them to win this game against the 26-5 Thunder, though. Especially with Joel not playing. Just it's rough, man. Now you're 16-14, and that's why the last two games, should have been wins. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more shout out to our great partner over at Sleeper. Once again, check them out. Use the code PhillyTake when you download the app and sign up. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. You can make cross picks on NFL, NBA, and every other sport as well. Check out Sleeper. We make our picks every game, and for once, we finally went 3 of 3. Let's go. Now, they did give us a freebie, SGA over 0.5 points, rebounds, assists, but we'll take it. AJ Mitchell goes for 13 off the bench. Maxey goes for 28. We go 3 for 3. Cha-ching. If you want to win over on Sleeper like me, check out the Sleeper app. Check out all their latest odds and picks and get all your latest up-to-date news on the Sleeper app. Use the code PhillyTake. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Thank you to Sleeper for partnering with the show. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Operational in over 25 states. All right, ladies and gentlemen, got to go here in a couple minutes, but nothing much else to say. Tyrese Maxey drops 28, 5, and 2. Paul George goes 4 of 11, dropping 12 points. VJ, a very tough game today, 3 of 16. SGA drops 27, doesn't play the fourth quarter. Chet drops 29 and 9, 4 blocks for Chet Holmgren. I thought the Sixers bench played really well. What did they have? 22, 33, 46, 48 points for the Sixers bench tonight. A lot better than last game. And Bona had 11 and 8 with 4 blocks off the bench in 28 minutes. I thought the coaching was a bit rough, especially in the third quarter where the Sixers got outscored. And then the fourth quarter as well. I don't think they called any offense in the fourth quarter. Looked like they kind of just didn't have any energy left. Looked like they gave up in the third quarter. And they were just demoralized, But that's the difference between a great team. The Thunder are great. And they just, like I said, they score in bunches. And once they put it on you, man, and get into their groove, it's really hard to stop them at all. So we could blame Nick Nurse. We could talk about the coaching tonight. I thought, again, it was bad. But I thought that the 76ers just did not have enough talent in this game tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all, man. Sixers Game Day live show. that's how we're going to wrap this one up today. We'll be back on Tuesday night. Hopefully the Sixers can rebound against the Memphis Grizzlies. They fall to 16-14 on the season. We will have a little post-game analysis up over on our Instagram and TikTok. So check us out there at Philly Take with RB. Appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a great rest of your night. And I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace out, everybody. Peace.